no. It's, I'm glad I've never had to run a league in this. Apparently the app's not bad. I think Zord said it wasn't bad, but he might have been
lying.
a bit of British understatement.
Right, well,
Yeah,
okay, so we are going live on this one.
I'll follow the Discord stream so I know where you are.
Sweet.
There's a lot of things to go through.
So we have myself and Loser just doing a recap of round 1, some of the matches that happened, and then round 2 predictions. So this is going to be spoilers straight away when you see the schedule. If you haven't seen any of the matches, go back and watch those if you want any mystery. If you're watching this, you're about to see.
We've already spoiled one fixture.
Wow, yeah, I already spoiled one. That's because I'm awesome, man. If it thought I wasn't winning, that's crazy. Right. So, this has only had one match that didn't really get played. This one got cancelled by a technical issue. Unfortunately, unable to do it again. The GTT Grotty Count Goblins do the most stunty thing and don't even play and sneak through to the next round.
I think that should put them at the top of the predictions. The fact that you can force your opponent to take a phone call so important they have to concede the match.
Yeah, I would.
It's a real nice level of goblining.
Yeah, I would. 100%.
We want to be encouraging in the format going forward.
Yeah, that is 100% number one seed ability.
As long as we're not doxing people, it's all good. I think that might be the line.
Yeah.
But anything up to that line is let's go. I mean, I'm not a commissioner. This is just hearsay.
I mean, we're 100% on board with non-deadly break cutting, bribery of people's spouses to kick them out of the house for a day, like those kind of things. 100%. Like SWAT teams turning up with guns, only if they're halflings.
Yeah, try not to ruin people's relationships.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they're halflings.
Unless they had it coming.
Yeah, that's fine. 100%. All right. So actually, onto this, as opposed to just talking about how we'd kill the other coaches. These AI matches came through. So anyone that got the free pass, we've got Lizards here. Magnus.
Oh wow, we had seeded teams getting buys. That's cool.
Yeah, they were quite lucky. Although unfortunately, if this doesn't get bracket, the Lizards get me, and that's not cool. So Scaly Goblins go through. Some Lizards with Dribble and Drool, diced. Some Goblins. Dunware's got murdered.
It was a roughie.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Bembo Baggins won the name off and won the dice.
Yeah, it was not fair either way. This one, we've just put up the recap for that. This was very good fun to watch. But the lack of bench for the Lizards cost them too much. And the cheesy underworld mutations cheesed their way to 3-2 victory.
Oh, yeah. And Underworld, there are some interesting rosters here. We've got like Underworld and Lizards and all these quote-unquote stunty teams that are bending the rule set in what can only be described as a perfect display of the stunty ethic, trying to get as much advantage as they can.
So these guys, Varag spent his entire match punching people in the face, as he should. This Pro Troll was pretty reliable, getting in the way and getting stuck in. These guys were terrifying, just running through everything.
No cage is safe.
No, they weren't. There was one turn where I think he passed about 12 dodges. Just went through his entire team, smashed the ball carrier in the face, walked off with the ball. And the Lizards were just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This guy doing his work as well. So yeah, that's the kind of standard Underworld team that we're seeing. What was one of the other ones? The Goblins went through. Let's have a look at this. A lot of the Goblins went block, 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 and then I probably would have gone sure hands just to stop all the strip ball nonsense that stunties can do. But he's a lot safer.
I think Fnatic is bait in this format personally.
Yes.
I think there's so much chainsaw and bomb and stab potential.
And vomit.
That I think it's bait. And also there's a lot of high strength star players coming in.
Yes.
Especially having to give it block as well. I think that's a miss.
Yeah, so 110k, that's an expensive piece of cannon fodder.
Yeah.
I went for the cheeky, where are we? The sneaky goblin build. Both trolls and Barag. Replaced the Fnatic with Barag. So that's a lot more stable. and he will not be getting sent off or punched to death. So, out of this, were there any teams that you saw that were both entertaining and interesting?
Let me remember. Okay, I think I watched the Shirzasti game, the Zero Wing Goblins versus Moon Circus. This was the one I watched. I'm trying to remember it now because it was earlier this week. What the specifics of the rosters were.
Well, let's have a look at their rosters.
It's been a long week. I'm
Okay.
trying to remember how the game went down, honestly. It's been that long.
To start off, we had Fungus being an absolute legend. The Chaotic Moon Circus.
I remember it now.
Yeah, Fungus went straight through and just absolutely smashed.
Yeah.
Oh no. Hang on, no, sorry.
It was a guard strip ball win. So this is another strong part. I think if you're going a Stunty, I don't know how it works with the different packages, but having a strip or a guard and a strip on Stunty is just very strong in this format because there's not a lot of sure hands kicking around.
So, things that you're quite right.
This was the diff, I think. And Shirzasti was a lot more experienced. I think there was definitely some first time playing Goblin's mistake. If I remember correctly, he went to throw. He wanted to throw teammate one turn, his opponent, and used his pass action to pass the ball to the Goblin in question or something along those lines.
He forgot to activate the handoff, so...
oh yes, that was it, yeah. So
he ran up to him and couldn't hand off. Couldn't do it.
That was a fun game to rewatch if you want to rewatch one, because there was some serious weapon shenanigans, and it was a lot of people complain about Stunty v Stunty, and that, I had to defend and I lost 3 pieces at the start and it's GG and I have to sit there getting punched for the block disadvantage. That's what happened to Shirzasti. He was like 3 pieces down in 2 turns, but he was able to win 1-0. So if anyone's complaining about that too much, go watch this game because it'll prove you wrong.
Yeah.
But no, it was a fun one. I'm glad my memory's finally working. I just have to talk about it a bit eventually.
Fortunately, it's a little bit too long ago, so we can't watch that one. But the recaps are up. The YouTubes are all there. Yeah. So even if you can't see the streams from one of us, you'll be able to find
a simple search of Goblin Town Cup into YouTube will bring all of them up. I checked this earlier.
Excellent. That's what I'd say.
Very easy. Fine.
So, in the predictions for next round, we have...
Hold on. We're missing out on Misspelled Tree. The Sun Run, Twendle's Sun Runs from Misspelled Tree finally comes to a close. With the Bruisal dicing against Rick Regal. This is probably the tie of the round in terms of fan bases. There's probably about 150 people at least watching this game live.
Yeah, and
unfortunately, it wasn't really very close.
No, it was terrible. The dice just hated Misspelled Tree. Like, her injury rolls were tragic. Where was it?
Yeah.
She caused 17 injuries to them, and it was only 1 Kaz. And all of it was with Mighty Blow, Dirty Player, and everything chainsaws.
Yeah.
So
everyone's favourite Micro Stakes poker player went through. Does he play Micro Stakes or does he play Mid Stakes? I haven't watched a Rick stream in a while.
He plays poker. I know that much. I don't. So he gambled his
way
through.
I saw that.
Whatever dice soul selling shenanigans Rick Reckless did, either his firstborn child belongs to the devil or his does, because...
Or his bookie, one of the 3.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But it was a good performance. He didn't make any mistakes. The Fling team is actually pretty strong if we have a look at them. Rick's going to be a hard one to stop. I'm not too happy that he's in my half if it doesn't change.
He's going to be one of the armchair favourites just from brand recognition alone.
Yeah.
But,
well, he's gone for the Super Cheese build. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Zug, Carla, 2 block trees, sprint, short feet guy, leader, and 2 sneaky gits. He's all about murdering your team.
It is on. I think is this on the high end in terms of team value? There, it's 1305.
No, high end is 1350.
Oh, okay. Oh, in that case, yeah, it's a very trim team. And the nice thing is, so he has the Zug Carla.
Yeah.
And there'll be a lot of, as we get to the later stages, there'll probably be a lot of cancelling out where both teams have rostered a big star player. But if you take those out, like the cancel out where they both rostered the same star player, I think this is still quite a strong team with the 2 block trees and a very good,
because we saw
flingable thing.
Because this was a version of the team that we cast, and we wondered why they only had Zug, and then we found out afterwards that the Highlander rules are in effect.
Yeah.
So they had Carla as well, and the Lizards also had Carla. So that's why she didn't show up on the pitch. But this is a strong team. Like, I've played this one. This was the Halflings that I beat. Well, same team setup. It is not fun.
Wow, they copied their favorite Twitch streamer.
Yeah, everyone has, like, all of the flings basically have this set up. It's
Oh my
Zug,
god.
Carla all over the place. Double tree.
Did
And
he do
Alita.
like a public stream where he signed up and built his team and there were like 3 people like going along, like following along with it? That'd be quite funny.
But I mean, I think there's one with Carla and Pudgy, but like it is a good build. If you look at it, you can afford both of these guys if you go cheap.
Yeah.
You don't need any rerolls because you've got a leader and you're hoping to rob all of theirs. But I got lucky. The Master Chef did nothing in the first round. I pushed Carla into the crowd and then just stamped everybody else.
Brutal.
Yeah, so that was quite lucky. So flings, those are good ones to go through. If these don't change, they will be having these guys. So
Grombrindal.
same thing, but instead of the leader, they've got their own reroll, and this guy. Now his star player power I had to look up. Gives one of the players next to him, if they're adjacent, break tackle, dauntless, mighty blow, or sure feet until the end of their activation. So you can start handing out.
Break tackle 3 blitzes. Let's go. I see the vision.
It is. That's what you're talking about. It's gonna be great. Also, you can be handing out mighty blow to Carla. Like, there's a lot of good things for him.
Yeah.
This will be the ball carrier, a bit more reliable, and also a backup blitzer. So yeah, this is a pretty solid team. But I feel unless the Dauntlesses work well, this lot will just get overpowered by Zug, who will eventually punch him to death.
Yeah, they don't have chainsaw access.
Yeah, so it will. Whoever on these halfling teams versus the halfling teams, they'll basically dice until one of them fails.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, they can always take Pie Whistle, right? If they get behind. No, is that not a thing? You can't take star players they haven't rostered.
No, there's like your team is your team. You get it's a tournament build, so a resurrection tournament, whatever your team is, it stays.
Oh, so you can't induce star players.
Oh well, you put them on your roster to start off with your team build, and then off you go.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's my bad. I didn't understand the format.
Well,
okay, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, most of us that are playing don't understand the format, so we're just in it.
I'm in good company then.
So those flings there. If we look up here, we got these skinks. So skinks versus King of Illusory.
My liege. What are they rocking?
So dribble and drool,
yeah.
Stab foul, tastic, strip ball, very very good in this format. Short hands, well thought out.
Also a meta pick in the format.
Very good. Like no one has rerolls, and flings will steal all your rerolls.
Yeah.
Block. So this is a pretty punishing team. It will kill you and 3 rerolls. So then Bo Baggins obviously getting his games in.
With level 150. I'm favorite. I want him to win just for the dribble and drool build.
Yeah.
It's nice to see star players that you're never gonna see in like an actual.
Yeah, this is not turning up in ladder.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this guy got through with AI.
Oh gosh. Let's go.
We got Fungus, 2 Trolls of Guard. This against those skinks. If he can't roll powers, he's dead.
Yeah, that's what chainsaw's for.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. Double guard troll is it. I get the idea because there's going to be a lot of big guys when you rocking a fungus. It depends on how good he is with fungus.
Yeah.
In terms of like what positions does he ever leave fungus in a killable position?
Yeah.
But in theory, fungus with 2 guard is the strongest thing that can be fielded in this tournament.
Yeah. I think this is also the only guard except for Stunties. But
yeah.
This, if he uses this right, then he will have one of the safest cages in the tournament because no one's got guard, and everyone can get into everybody's cage. So I think most people just didn't bother protecting it, but this could be the most defensive Goblin team out there.
With vomit on this table as well.
Yeah.
But people think, oh, you don't get knockdowns, but you can always just vomit on on the underworld Goblin, and that's probably a better mod than a 2-die. And some sides.
Yeah. Okay. And diving tackle. So this one, it will be defense versus
offense.
offense.
Diving tackle to catch people out. I don't think there's much DT in this tournament. So that's a nice coach trap. That's a contender, I think.
So I think out of this lot, I would probably put my money on Benbow Baggins, just with the cheesy star players and the lack of block or tackle.
Yeah, I think the King of Loser, my liege is a bit too try hard, and I'm gonna vote for. I'm gonna go with my heart, which is the Scaly Goblins,
Yeah.
because I just like the dribble pick. I think that's what we want to see.
I mean, I'm going against my heart and picking the dribble and draw pick because obviously I'd really like the Goblins, but
Yeah,
I think this one's just like, unless they get really lucky with some dice, this team's just gonna chew through them.
yeah. Stab against Fungus is a bit of a hard counter. So
Yeah,
it'll be
especially
a
if you
tough
put that
matchup.
other guy next to him, you get +1.
Exactly.
So this one down here, we are Goblins 2. This is the Underworld.
Yeah. No, this has to be one of the cheesiest teams.
Yes.
It might be. It's right. It's up there with Rick.
Yeah.
Between this and Rick, I think. I'm surprised he didn't take just a random strip ball without the two heads.
I mean, you don't really need it. He's got 3 rerolls.
I guess the horns does the job. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. The horns might do enough.
Just smashes him in the face and then just rolls.
Yeah, just go 6 hunting, and you got 3 rerolls, so you can just tempo.
This guy for
tempo
your
reroll as well.
1 turn. This guy to pick it up
Yeah.
and pass it off to him. So he's got 2+ pickups, 2+ dodges, catch
2+
reroll.
He's playing elves in a goblin tournament.
Yeah, and a
He's
pro.
gonna kill this man.
So,
And a pro troll.
yeah, so his
And Varag as well.
yeah.
Like, this is filthy.
So he's made quite a reliable team. This guy will get you throw teammates on point while this guy punches
Yeah.
everyone to death.
As long as you protect Varag,
Yeah.
it should be unlosable. So I think I'm gonna have to predict that all the way to the final, regardless of the opposition. Poor Feds.
He's going to go up against Fez. I mean, we're just assuming this. If it gets rescheduled and like mixed up, who knows?
Oh, Ripper Varag. Yeah, this is a beefy one.
Yeah.
And the leader's draw.
So he went Underworld as well, but he went extra cheesy.
God, Snotlings.
Beefed him
Snotlings
up.
with
Cut down on the
Alright.
rerolls to afford these guys.
yeah, and Snotlings instead of goblins.
Yeah.
That's a lot of discounting.
But if he comes up against, I think if this team comes up against the Skink team, especially Benbo's, he will not be fast enough to contain them, and this lot will just get chopped to bits.
Yeah, it'll be an alpha. It'll be can Bembo get far enough ahead before he runs out of skinks? And he should be able to.
So on this one, I don't know which of these.
Oh, nice! The Underworld teams take each other out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Dave ESP because he's already won a game.
Oh,
As
yeah.
2 unknown.
Okay.
I'm assuming the buys aren't based on skill, so.
No, they're not in any way, shape, or form. It's just whoever got
Alright, yeah, we'll go with Dave ESP. I'm happy to be wrong.
what. Okay. Hey, hey, Randy. I'm gonna take Fez then, just to be on the so someone supports someone that wins. We'll see whose random luck is better.
Alright, nice.
Right, these guys got through, so let's have a look. Stratford has Ripper and Fungus. So, some walking cash bait here. Leader Troll, Chainsaw, Sneaky Get, Strip, and Sure Hands. So he's all business.
Dodge Looney. I'm not a Dodge Looney believer. I know it's good, and I'm a heretic, but I don't get the Dodge Looney.
There's some people, like, you've got a skill package where you've got to basically put 10 skill points. So Ripper costs 1, Fungus costs another, and then you've got 4 there. Oh, sorry, 2 there. Well, no,
Yeah,
sorry,
the
yeah,
Strip and the
4.
Sure Hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Yeah, I'd put I think DT on a random goblin is better than Dodge. But I might be wrong. I'm not even playing. I can just voice these opinions. I don't have to back it up with any actual play on the pitch. So I'm the perfect talking head.
This is actually turned out to be pretty useful. In normal play, it's not useful because everybody has tackle. In a stunty tournament, almost no one has tackle. But
yes,
lots
yeah,
of people can just sneak through your line and smash you in the face. So
Let's see. Oh yeah, of course. It stops the underworld goblin just killing
Yeah.
you on a 2-play.
So that's
yeah,
that's you've got to
Makes sense.
think ahead on this one.
That's not something you tend to do as a Blood Bowl coach.
Yep.
I live at the moment.
So yeah, there's
One move at a time.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Strips
5,
down.
6, and that's all your skills with these guys. So reroll cheapness, straight to business, damage, keep your saw alive because he's an amazingly good safety, and then this lot
Yeah.
do your damage.
There's not a lot of induced bombers. Is that? I don't know.
Can't.
What's your opinion on that?
Uh,
Can you not? Oh, they're banned.
you could
Right.
do rostered bombers, but you can't do the star players because Cindy and Bomber Dribble Snot are too good.
Right. I see.
So in
No, that
this
makes sense.
tournament, being able to hit people on like a 2+ with a bomb just wrecks so much stuff. Whereas if you chuck the Goblin in,
It does bring it down to just like whose
yeah,
bomb gets closer to the ball
that's
on
it.
turn 2.
Like
No, that's
Goblins
good
can
idea.
still roster normal bombers, but they're trash. So
Yeah, you have to dedicate a skill point to it to get accurate, and even then, it's a bit.
yeah. So he's used strip ball instead of worrying about the bomber. As we've seen, very few people with sure hands. Absolutely banging skill choice.
Yeah, I think we've only seen one other sure hands.
So out of these, that's him, and then Gobbo's power.
Gobbo
Another Goblin team.
power. Hey, speak of the devil, and he will appear. That's a level 3 bomber with accurate. Is that safe throw?
No,
it's
pass
accurate
and
pass.
accurate.
Oh,
So this guy is actually pretty dangerous. He's taken the skills package, so no star players,
Yeah.
no stats, but an extra skill, accurate and pass. This guy could be game changing or cost him the game. That's basically it.
it's a lot of. It's a 3-weapon build, and you're gonna be ahead. Do you have to roster your bribes as well?
Yeah. So we can see
yeah.
how many inducements he's got. 3.
Roster 3 bribes. All right. Okay. Cool.
So, because this is the thing, like everybody gets the same build. He's up to 3, 4, 5, so as opposed to the other ones, because again, there's only so much you can put in at the end.
Yeah.
But he's gone full Goblin. He's missing one guy down here. He's got some assistant coaches and a cheerleader down here. He's off by 5k. This bomber here, the 5k cost is what's costing him this Goblin here.
Let's see.
So this will be a high roll team. The trolls with block will be nice and stable to try and add some stability to his match. I would have taken sure hands. This guy is still pretty vulnerable to losing the ball.
I think Blodge is not.
Oh, it's still good. Like it's gonna be hard to take
it's
down.
not- you can't ignore it. I think Blodge Pogo Stick still is enough, but there's just so many. There's so much chainsaw and so much strip in the.
Yeah.
Like the good coaches are putting strip ball pieces on, so it's hard.
Yeah, you'll just end up.
I like the
ignoring
Hooligan. Hooligan's good value, and I think this is one of the only times where you can actually get away with a rostered fanatic, because 2 block trolls in this format is actually a bit. You're lacking a bit of frontline considering what other people are bringing to the table.
Yeah.
In terms of harping trees and
That's
barrack gold viewers.
you're on the small
So
side.
you're actually a bit, he's a bit underweight in terms of beef, but I guess you got to hope for the bomb. He's all in on the bomb.
Yep.
So
And
good luck to the boy.
that's where his skills have gone, so good for him. On this one, kind of thinking,
I think goblins as well.
yeah,
I think goblins. That's where I'm leaning. Triple weapon. Triple weapon is scary. Even if you have the 3 bribes, just
yeah, it's,
your second half can be so weak with the triple weapons, especially when they've got killers on the other team. and
there might
everyone has
not be a
killer
second
here.
half if he rolls high enough, though.
That's the thing. It's going to be an 8-turn game.
So
But I'm down for. I'll vote for the goblins as well. So
Yeah.
we can get...
okay, on these guys, this was the comeback lot. Oh, it was this
Yeah.
match where I think Fungus did the obscene shenanigans.
Dude, I remember it now.
Yeah, Fungus just
Whoa.
came straight through, took out his own, took out the opposition fanatic, took out the loony, and then knocked the troll down as well. And then the next turn, chased the troll off the pitch with like 5 squares of movement. Crazy.
It was really silly.
Yeah.
It was so good though.
I don't think it's going to happen again, but he has
Wow.
an unkillable troll.
Claw. Oh wait, Ironheart's. I thought that was Claw.
Yeah, I would be tempted to possibly have a claw troll, but this guy just won't die. I think it's a much wiser choice. Tackle
Yeah.
and block. Retrieval once you tackle or block him down. Big heads and off you go. So
And then Snotlings to fill out.
Varag to do your damage. So similar to the other one, but Ironhard skin instead of pro.
Ironheart skin.
And an Apo.
I like the an Apo.
I'm not a fan
So
of
it's
taking an Apo in this tournament because
Is
most
it-
of us are
well-
relying on star players and they can't use it. And your troll has
I
regen.
guess you've only got 14.
Yeah.
So, but do you just not take two more snotlings for the Apo?
Yeah, I would have just taken 2 more instead of that.
Maybe he really wants the blodge
Yeah.
ball carrier. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Well, unfortunately, it didn't do well enough because the Gobtowns beat him to death.
True.
So this is a very, very punch you in the face Goblin team. 4 block, sneaky git, and sure feet. So they are all about the punch in the face justice.
I like this team a lot.
Yeah.
Block Fnatic is a bit hit or miss. I'd probably take a fungus over it, but I think they've gone for a different skills package. So
Yeah. Well, they've gone for the double skills because this guy here's got 2. So sure feet and block.
Sure feet.
Yeah.
I get it. There's halflings and chefs around. I can understand the sure feet.
He's got 2, so he will be vulnerable to the Master Chefs because he's got no leader.
Yeah.
But
he's got enough. That's the nice thing with the skills package, I guess.
Yeah. Maiko is pointing out in the chat that he was just saying that 3 block was scary, but now there's a 4 block team.
Yeah.
So this one we watched. This was the one that we cast.
Oh yeah.
The Biscuit Town Brawlers. This was the one with Anki Panky and Carla. So this
Anki Panky versus Zerg, battle of the ages.
Yeah.
But this is the one where the halfling team started the game with like everyone on the LOS and one in the backfield.
Yep.
And then the Skinks were like free real estate and just ran through.
The entire Skink team just appeared.
And from then on, it was a real tough. I mean, to be fair to the halflings, they made a good go of it, but after that turn 1, it felt very over.
Yeah, they
especially when Zerg had a second half to forget. I think it was 9 dice without a knockdown.
Yep. Trash.
It was.
So this is the thing with the Skinks, as Mike pointed out, they got destroyed but won anyway. Like, Skinks are the elves of the tournament. Like, you can murder them, but if there's still 2 Skinks on the pitch, they can get the ball and be gone, and you can't ever catch them again. So we've got to be real careful with these boys.
I understand now that I've realised the extent of the Highlandering. Anki Panky actually is smart because no one else is going to pick that star player, so it's like a guaranteed include. And then Carla's supposed to be a Highlander remove.
So this is very, very good one, and this one will get rid of your opponent's ball carrier because a lot of the halflings, Carla's their ball carrier.
Yeah.
And now they don't have a ball carrier, and they're very vulnerable to strip ball.
And you're assuming he's playing into it because like he's gone for the double side step for like cage shenanigans, and it's like a downside is no Crocs obviously.
But he's replaced the Crocs with Anki Panky, who I think is better value than a Crocs with a skill. He's not. I mean,
this team is never gonna the Stunty Lizard roster is never gonna compete with some of the beef people have. Like even if you take the Crocs, you're gonna lose a frontline fight.
Easy.
So I like it playing fully into the elves and just going for the movement 7-star player.
It's a good idea.
But anyway, I like it. And I think the coach played pretty decent. The coach played decently as well.
Yeah.
I think in the game we saw. So I think I'm gonna predict them quite a lot.
So I believe it will be Gangpeg versus Gomez at the bottom. So in this, I'm taking the Goblins because obviously they're Goblins.
I'll take the Lizards then. I'll go for the Lizards.
And I shall laugh heartily once the Goblins have fouled the luggage to death.
Yeah.
This one we talked about.
Happy Meals. I haven't seen them yet. Bitwise Bard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we've done this one already. That's the one we looked at first. Rick and the Happy
obviously
Meals.
it was the marquee fixture. Everyone wanted the dissection, so we went for it over early.
And we have Scarazzi again, who went through with the Goblins against Magnus, who hasn't played yet. Oh hey.
Hey Davey. Yeah, no, we did.
We just spoke about yours. We said some good things. Your recap is just coming up on the YouTube channel. It should be out just after this. It was a great fun game. Really enjoyed watching it. So, 0-win Goblins, leader troll. They have made themselves pretty halfling proof. Block Pogo, so nice and safe. Sneaky Git Hooligan, because not having Sneaky Git on your Hooligan is heresy.
Yeah, Sneaky Git Hooligan is probably one of the best weapons on, like the best piece you can have. Like that's why you're taking. It's a big part of why you take goblins in this one. The Sneaky Git Dirty player
100%.
is just incredible.
And also, this Disturbing Presence keeps your team safe against throw teammate nonsense and bombs, which are
and
very key.
the one rostered bomber in the field. But you wouldn't know that when signing up, so it's fair.
Yeah, because again, no one.
And it doesn't matter. You take it, and you take it for the foul.
Yeah.
It's just an extra.
Dodge Saw because you have a skill left and no one else is getting it. Block Fanatic, keeping him around, but again, as we've discussed, like it's a big risk in a lot of these tournaments because even the trees just can walk up and punch you to death.
Yeah.
And then Strip Ball, very good skill in this tournament. As we've seen, very few sure hands. So.
Have they taken bribes?
Oh yeah, no, everyone's taking bribes and stuff. Let's have a look.
You reckon it's a 3 bribe?
No, I think he's got 2. Oh, 3. Yeah, there you go. So he's going to be rocking those weapons for a long time against Goblin from Magnus the Pink. Now these guys haven't played yet. 2 blocks.
Magnus the Pink. So that's a name I've seen around. This guy's a regular on the Discord.
He is.
He's no World Cup ticket hunter. He's a staunch Goblin Town regular, and that has to skew him towards us on the predictions here.
100%, but they're both Goblin Town regulars, so.
Yeah. In this instance, it's hard.
Right, so Fungus Saloon will be Loner risking it. That's going to be quite risky for him. Probably could have just gone with a normal guy, but he gets extra movement, the Star Player Power, and the Mighty Blow, so lots of damage. Sure hands, that's going to be useful.
Yep.
Diving Tackles you were talking about earlier have made an appearance instead of a Dodge Looney.
I think DT is the best ball, some of the best ball defense you can get.
Yep.
Probably the only good ball defense, like cage defense.
I think it's the only cage defense anyone's got in the tournament. So.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a clever take.
And then Sneaky Git, as obvious. Now on this, I'm kind of leaning towards. Let's see. He's got a bigger bench and a bit more of a reliable team, but the Diving Tackle could do some things. So that's where
it's a tough one. It's a really tough one. I think Diving Tackle is a pretty decent shutdown to the guard strip. Does Magnus has sure hands as well, right? Doesn't he?
Well, yep. Sure hands, but no strip.
Yeah.
So he's safe from the sure hands.
Yeah, it's probably might be one of the worst matchups for Shazasti.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say his name.
Neither do I.
But,
we're good.
That's how I've been saying it.
Yeah.
Oh. Ratty in Polish. Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, you learn something new every day. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mike. Thanks, Miko. Alright, I think I've got to predict Magnus.
Okay.
But if Ratty wins, then after that I'm predicting him all the way. But I think this is his hardest matchup in the field, almost.
My suggestion, I think he's going to win. He's got a bit of a bigger bench, and I think that might hold it out at the end. So we're on that one. Then we'll look at me. So we've got the 2 trolls. We have a cheeky bomber with accurate.
An accurate bomber.
Yeah, so he can blow people up on a 3+.
How come? So you gone for the leader troll instead of the leader bomber? Do you not care about like the TV saving of taking a primary?
No, because the bomber will not be on the pitch very often, and when he does, he's probably going to die really quickly. Whereas this guy is he's my halfling.
It also adds extra reason to go stunty dodging through for the bomber if you give him leader as well. So
yeah, he's just getting wrecked.
Is the Varag Highlander or Highlander shenanigans, or how often are you expecting to see him like on your team?
I mean, even if I don't, he takes out their Varag, and I've still got my 2 trolls, so I'm good with this, and then all my weapons. I do not have a hooligan. I gave up the hooligans so that I could afford Varag.
That's controversial.
It is controversial, but I figured all the stunties have stunty death anyway, so I've got a +1 from the.
Yep. You got +1 from stunty, so you don't value the sneaky.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would if I could have a hooligan, I just couldn't afford him, and getting full bench, and I want the bench more than I just want one person who's a bit better at fouling. 2 dive and tackle,
Yeah.
sure hands, didn't even afford the pogo either. Bare bones, so that I could avoid this boy.
It's all in. It's all in on the well, the Varag. The Varag gets rid of their Varag, and then you're hoping.
It's just
I don't
trolls
know.
violence.
It's another. It's a bomber situation. It
Yeah.
depends on the bomber variants.
We're not doing a Fnatic because that is just suicidal in this.
Yeah, against everyone. When everyone has dodge, the Fnatic just gets so much worse.
He just gets wrecked. So, and then we'll be going up against the G-Town Blizzards. Again, if this changes, I have no idea. This guy has gone skills. So we've got a block Croxagore, who's going to be pretty tasty. This guy must die.
Oracular.
Yeah, he's very
nice.
tasty.
MVP. They have an Apo for him? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and they've also got sure
You
hands.
bet they have an Apo for him.
Yeah, so they're
He is the whole team.
Yeah, their chameleon skink at the bottom's got sure hands and block. So between these two players, that's their team.
I don't like this roster. I don't like it. It doesn't. It's a 3-piece team. Like every other team does the fodder setup better than Skinks.
Yeah. So
I'm not a fan of it. I'm happy to be wrong, especially if it means you get dumped out in the second round. But,
Thanks.
I'm just not a fan of it. You've also got 3 rerolls, no leader. It's pure. It's halfling C. I don't think this team beats a halfling team.
Well, they'll have to beat me first.
And also the Crocs you put block. It's like a double on a Crocs, but who's the Crocs gonna win a fight against? You know, I'd rather have break. If you're gonna field a Crocs, I almost put break tackle on him so you can run him away from the other big guys and go punch someone smaller.
Corn Knight had actually.
Because the moment another big guy gets on him, the moment another big guy stands next to him, you have no extra guard, you have no extra star players, no Anky Panky. So
get punched as well by
I'm pessimistic. I mean, I think I like to think I've been quite positive, so I'm unloading all the negativity on the G-Town Blizzards. I really don't like this team. I think this team goes out.
Well, I think with this, like, there was Corn Knight had a good build. Instead of block, he took tackle, so that he could bust into cages, and then his tail and tackle caused everyone problems. Yeah, Micah just pointed out. Yeah, if you put tackle on him, he causes more problems than if you put block on him, because this guy should be doing most of your blitzers.
I'm still a break tackle believer.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Either of those.
The thing with also the Skinks team is they don't really have. No one's built any sneaky git Skinks, so there's not really much fouling going on here.
No. Well, the thing is, your Skinks are more valuable than my every stuff. Like, you know what I mean? On a Stunty for Stunty.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also hard because you're having to commit doubles.
So this guy can get him down, but then you're relying on no sure hand. Well, this guy basically. If this guy and this guy don't work, your game is over.
Yeah, I don't think the skill stacking is. I don't think skill stacking is the one for Skinks.
And then we've got Psychic Returns.
Oh, by the way, that goes. I'm predicting you for that one. By the way, the you versus the team.
Shockingly enough, I'm predicting me too.
I thought we'd just make sure everyone was aware. So the lizard coach can get into our DMs when he beats you. We don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I will be getting teabagged by a
looking forward to the stream. If you lose that team, I'm looking forward to the stream so much.
It's just
crying. And also the second recap. Yeah. Your reputation's on the line here. If you can't lose that game, there's no way.
I hope not. I will have to kick my own ass. Right, so these two trolls, Pro, Strong Arm, and Guard. This is a utility Goblin team going for basically their trolls being up and reliable all the time, and being able to throw goblins well, and then assisting their goblins beating people up. But they spent all their skills on the trolls. We got Sneaky Get Safe Pass.
Safe Pass.
So
that's my bomber pick. The Safe Pass. I have been burnt so many times by bombs failing that I cannot. I have to go for Safe Pass if I ever have to roster a bomber. Cause I get war. Whenever I get terrified the moment I hit the bomb activation these days.
Flashbacks.
Genuinely.
Well, I mean, I also feel bad because I convinced you to take Bomber Dribble Snot for him to.
I think he was good. It was a really good piece. It took me 3 games to figure out how to actually use him because I never used him before. Yeah. And then when I figured out how to use him, he just couldn't throw a bomb.
So no, he just kept killing your team.
Yeah. Fortunately, our clan, everyone on our clan had a stinker, so it wasn't just me. Everyone else was sucking. It wasn't all on the bomber dribbles. Not
Oh,
we
that's
were
Oof,
second
that's
from
a
last
point.
in this season.
We have to find some new clan people at the end of this to
Oh yeah,
start for new.
us too. I think one of our coaches was pretty bummed out on Blood Bob at the end of the clan season. So
Well, if you
who
guys,
knows? Maybe our clan folds and you recruit me and we play double Stunty or something. That might be fun.
well, I was thinking of trying to get a entire Joke's not playing anymore.
Our Goblin Town team.
Yeah.
Like bring back Joke. Oh, I'd be down for that.
So just basically, like the entire point that you're looking for is just abusively murdery teams. You're not too fussed about winning.
5 Stunty is. Yeah, oh, absolutely.
So would be taking a Stunty World Cup into clan basically.
I would be I'm so down for that. If you I know it's hard to organize clan stuff. I will just make myself available. If you're gonna commit to doing it, I will be first on the team sheet for that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I don't think we've got like 2 weeks before the thing, so yeah, we got to find some people. But yeah, so we'll go back to doing this, and then we'll do that after. Counted. All right, so this is a reliable utility trolls diving catch. Not too sure he meant to pick diving catch.
Yeah.
I tried to work this one out. Maiko, what'd you pick diving catch for?
Yeah, I want to hear the essay on this. This has to be some next level tech.
You did mean to pick it, but why? Is this in case someone tries to
We're
throw the bomb at you?
auditing. It's an audit.
Yeah,
Defend yourself.
We demand answers in chat.
Yes. The idea is to catch the standard kicks.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, I see. So you have extra odds of actually just catching the ball from a kickoff.
Yeah. Yeah, alright.
Yeah, and when there's no pogo stick. Alright, I get the idea.
Okay.
It escaped me. It feels like quite a niche case because it's quite a big field they're kicking into. But if it works, I'll see the clip.
See, now it makes sense. Before, yeah, Randy's thing was why not, but I suppose with this he gets to do the extra square around him.
Square, right. Yeah.
So he's got more range, whereas catch would only apply to him. So yeah, I get it.
It's very niche. It's very niche. Imagine you put hear me out. Imagine you go for the skills stuff, but not the stacking, just a load of skills. You get 6 diving catches and just spread them out like you're doing an answer for a teammate. One of the it's gonna land in one of them. It's like playing roulette. It's gonna go for one of them.
Yeah, that's
and then when it works, you look like a genius. Don't worry about the front line. We can deal with that later.
The fact that your entire team is then pancaked around afterwards.
Yeah.
And then this is down to Randy, who beat the Flings, Dirty Flings, with another of these superstar player benches.
Was it? Oh, did he Highlander out? No, he couldn't Highlander out there.
That was Pudgy and Carla. You just had to beat them. He has a fun
Goblin
builder.
Grimlet.
Yeah.
Or
Randy snuck it in with.
I like this.
Yeah, he's got quite a good build here.
I really like this. I haven't seen Goblin Grimlets yet, so
he's
I'll try and
actually
watch this game.
pretty useful. Like I've been underrating him for a while, but against the Flings, it was raining and just nonsense ball carrying stuff, and this guy was in there all the time with his big hand, big mouth, leapy. Strength 4 keeps him agile, so this team's quite an agile team. When it fought the Flings, it ran away, which is good. Like it did it right. It stayed out of just getting smashed in the face. There's a lot of this extra arms shenanigans. He's got anti-bomb and anti-throw teammate defense, which is a good use of teams without hooligans.
No horn. Well, there is a horn sky. Oh yeah. It's like an elf team again. I'm leaning break tackle troll if you're gonna do this kind of lineup, but guard works as well because imagine you're gonna put him away from the LOS on defense and try and plug him onto the side of a cage.
Yeah.
And Goblin's strength 4. You never know.
Yeah. Because basically the Goblins and Underworld have 2 star players. You've got Madcap Maggins, who's a strength 4 Goblin on a squig, who basically he has claws and unchanneled fury, so he's relying on 2+ to activate.
Strength 4, did you say? Oh.
Yeah, so he's good for trying to just chew up dwarf teams or chaos teams or high value teams. But the only problem is he doesn't have any block skills, so he's a 1 in 9 magnet. But he also has this star player, which is Splashdown. So once per game, when using the leap skill, this player can add his strength to the agility test. So you make any leap roll a 2+, doesn't matter how many tackle zones, you're just in there. So
Diego Pogo stick.
yeah, so they're great at smashing cages and just wrecking the ball carrier's face.
I like this. I like this a lot. I think if you're going splashdown, I'm surprised. I guess because he's gone for a load of normal skills, so you can't get a guard goblin.
What I would have suggested instead of the guard on the troll is lose 2 of these skills, like 1 extra arms and 1 sneaky git, for example, and put guard on a goblin.
Yeah.
Then this guy comes in.
That's the tech.
Guard goblin, or like whoever you do, and then this guy comes in for a 3 dice.
If you really wanted to, so it's like even more reliable to get in.
It's not as if it's going to last very long though.
You only need it for 1 splashdown, and then
then
you know the result.
That's true. But I suppose with sidestep you can get back out after you're dead. But yeah, so we've got a reliable underworld team which can strike from a distance and get in. Versus the Micah and his sidekick's return. I'm obviously going to choose the goblins because goblins.
I'm not a diving caps believer. I'll go for the underworld this time.
I'm all about this man now that I know what the deal is. Like I want to see
Although
the boy.
Bomber.
I've just looked at his name. Just look at his name.
The Boy of Wonder.
Robin the Boy
Dude,
of Wonder.
if diving catch works and he captures a kickoff, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Like
Give some money to charity.
I'm quite upset that I've just like totally missed this like actually good theme. Most people don't have any themes in this. You got Chewbacca, it's all the sidekicks. Baldrick from
Absolutely. Dude, this is the
Blackadder.
one thing you're supposed to do on a recap, dude. It's been a year since I've done a Rebel recap. I'm so rusty. I should have been looking out for this stuff.
I know.
Samwise Gamgee on Fnatic is an interesting one. I'd have made that one Chewbacca, but Samwise Gamgee can be the train troll because he's got the strength of 1,000 men. But,
I'm not sure Spock as the bomber is the way to go.
What would Data be? Put Data on like Hooligan or something.
Oh no, Data can't be Hooligan. War Machine's good enough for that. But yeah. Flexing his strength 7 muscles, carry someone 3 countries.
Yeah, actually no, you're right. No, I get it. I get it now.
But yeah. Alright, well, I'm voting for the Psychic's return on that one.
Right, I'll vote for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Gobbos. Who's your pick for winning the whole thing?
Me.
Alright. I will vote for I gave you a chance to be humble.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, I will vote for I think Shazasti. I didn't predict him to win this game, which is quite funny. I'm not predicting him to win this game, but I'm going to predict him to win the tournament. Because if he wins that game, I think he can beat anybody. I think that game is the worst possible matchup for him in the whole field, and if he wins it, it's free.
Well, if he wins it, he'll have to deal with one of the halfling cheese teams.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I got defeated last year in the finals by a Hail Mary pass bomber that just scattered perfectly into a gang foul that I removed his troll on, wiped out my entire team. I was just like,
cool.
Alright, thanks. So this year will be different. We'll do the finals and we'll win it. No more Hail Mary pass bombers.
I'm looking forward to commentating that final.
So me sobbing uncontrollably as I didn't make it and got binned in the second round.
Post-match interview. Oh.
Right, so let's have a look. It was Scaly Goblins against these. I'm on there, you're on there. We are Goblins.
I'm not making notes, by the way.
Second.
Let me pull up a notepad,
okay.
and I will make a note so we'll do another one after this round, and then we'll do it right.
I'm on Scaly Goblins. You're on King of Loser.
Okay, right. Next one.
Then we are Gobbos over Goblin up the Warpstone. It's Underworld versus Underworld.
Yeah. Did we both pick?
I quite liked We Are Gobbos too. It's a tasty lineup.
I think we'll both go We Are.
Then it was Grotty Goblins over Gobbos Power. I'm believing in.
Who I picked. I should have been doing this as we went.
Ah, sorry. Like, no one can ever accuse Goblin Town of being organised, mate.
That's fair. It did take us a month to put this together. In
Super
true Goblin
block.
fashion.
So you got Super Block Gobbo's power versus Grotty Goblins and Varag, I guess, or Ripper. Which one was it? Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Oh, Ripper Fungus.
So I'm liking the start.
Sorry, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm liking Stratford on this one.
Okay, I'll go for the other one. So I had a bomber for the fungus.
Then we have Goblin Town. Yeah, for Skinking Out Loud. Obviously, goblins over skinks.
I will vote. So I voted Skinks on that one. I remember.
Yeah. Then Rick, it's a fling off. I've got to put my vote behind Rick. He's got a lot more experience, I feel, than Bitwise Bardle there.
Alright, I'll back the underdog.
I think it's going to come down to whether the White Dwarf outplays Zug, because both Carlas won't show up.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bitwise. I believe in the upset.
Okay.
I'm not going to bet on it, but I believe in it.
I'm going for Ratty over Magnus, but you voted that he'll win the tournament but lose this match, which is
Yeah.
amazing. That sounds like some very insider trading on the bets.
That was a great time to buy.
Yeah, relevant. Then obviously I'm voting for myself over the Lizards.
Yeah. I voted for you as well, because I saw that. I didn't like the Lizard team, did I? So...
Yeah. And then I'm going to have to go Goblins over Underworld, so Miko over Randy.
Yeah.
Although I do enjoy...
I was going Underworld because of the stuff there. Well, yeah, I believe in Gobbler. I'm a Gobbler fan. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, I've got that noted down, and I'll review it. We can review it
Okay.
after the next round of games.
And then we'll see.
See who knows our Stunties best.
Well, it's been fun. Thanks everybody for tuning in and watching. We'll get the next round up as soon as we can. We don't even know if these are the next round matches. We're assuming. We haven't found out from Yoga if it's
God,
brackets or not.
Imagine if Mud spins it. This has all been... Oh, we had a look at all the rosters.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Hey, yo, my prediction might be even better. Shizasti wins the tournament. It'd be great, actually, if we could mix it up so he doesn't go up against Magnus at
Yes.
all. That would be great.
Just sneaks
That'd be
in.
good for my predictions.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Alright then guys, well thanks very much. Have fun. We'll get the other videos up and we'll pop this up and then we'll see you guys soon.
We say we mean Perfect Justice.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the royal we. I like to include everybody. We're all working hard behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
We are not. Right, have fun.